Well, hello there. How are you doing all guys? I hope you're all doing fine. My last video, I discussed about the Rofi Theme selector and also offering you a various Rofi themes. Now here it is with the new version. So let's dive into it. But before we proceed and discuss to you about the Rofi theme or the new Rofi themes, I would like to first mention to you some small changes. And on the wiki, by the way, I have created, I also organized a little bit of frequently asked questions. I have also merged the tips in here. So for example, if there is like a waybar related FAQ, wallpaper related, all that kind of things. And then also here on the changelog, I have added the breaking changelog. And this is where I put all the notable updates and some breaking changes. Here I put also the emoji. Now the breaking changes here, it's not really a big breaking change, but I have changed some of the keybinds. For example, the Super E for launching the file manager, which was previously Super T, Super Shift E now for the quick settings. This one, quick settings, which is previously Super E, Super Control Alt B, all that kind of things. And you will see it here on the breaking changelog. Now I have also of course updated the quick hints here, but I also highlighted this searchable keybind. Not highlighted, but I put it on top, because then this searchable keybinds, it seems that not a lot of people are aware of this, and actually this is really good because this will search all the keybinds. So for example, Super Shift K here, Super Shift K, and you are searching for something like help there. So Super H, and then the file manager here, and then settings here, quick Hyprland settings and tagger blur, all that kind of things. So this searchable keybinds actually is really helpful. Now I urge you to use this, because the good thing about this, the positive things about this is, if let's say we added you added a keybinds, for example, let's just do a quick test. Now of course has to be start with keybinds. This is just a test, for example. If you save, of course you will get the error there, but Super Shift K test, there you go, it will automatically show it in here. It will not do anything, all that kind of things. Okay, and then the good thing here is I put also here the new keybinds browser. This is not tied to Firefox. It will launch your default browser. And another notable change here is that if you notice, let me just change to another workspace. If you notice here, user keybinds now have long list. That is because I now move the features and extras, waybar related, all these kind of things, because I know not all of you are using all these kind of things. For example, the AGS overview, maybe you don't want that one and you want to use the Super A, you can always change that one. And then the good thing about the reason why I put here is because when you run the copy.sh again for updating the dots, you will be given an option to restore the user keybinds file. So I change something, but then I also give you more flexible on this kind of thing. So this is, I hope this is a good thing. Okay. Okay, so now let's talk about Rofi Theme selector and with regards with the other themes that I am offering. So if you launch the Rofi menu or up menu and click the select the Rofi Theme selector, you will be offered by these new themes. Now again here, if we just zoom, you can preview the themes by hitting enter while after selecting it and then applying Alt A to apply the new theme. Now I'm gonna demonstrate that to you. So for example here, let's take for example this one. This is the preview. So by pressing Alt A, it should already be applied. So this is now the changes. There's a lot of themes here. These are the pre-shipped themes by sent by maintainer of the Rofi or rofi-wayland, and then you can always select that one, and of course you will get the same theme as the previous one, and then same all the Rofi that I have set will be adjusted as well. For example, let's take the searchable keybinds. It is now compatible, but one thing that I found out with this Rofi theme selector is that there seems to be a bug, or for me at least a bug. So by going here on the Rofi by Ibon, I filed a bug last week because I found out that this is creating a lot of this long list whenever you select the Rofi theme selector. So let me just demonstrate that now. For example, if you go to the rofi config.rasi, so here, let me just reduce the, see it creating these two lines in here. So I'll demonstrate to you, Rofi theme selector. Then let's go to everything which I set and adjusted starts with KooL. So I have adjusted this, and then you will see here, it creates this long list, and it seems that as for Ibon it's like a feature, but for me it looks kinda stupid, because if let's say the user keep using it, then of course you will have this long list on the config.rasi. You will have this long list of the themes. And I have submitted a merge request for this because what I want, or at least for me it looks a lot better, is it will have only limited to 10 lines, all the previews, plus you will not have this distance. Now I took that one, I modified the Rofi theme selector. So if we launch that one, let's say use this Super Shift K to search for the keybinds and searching for themes, you will see here that I have two. Control Shift R for the modified Rofi theme selector, and then the Rofi theme selector, which is a script that I have created. Now I will tell you the reason why I created that one later on. So let's do first the Super Control Shift R. Super Control Shift R. No, it doesn't launch. We have to close that. Then you get this only the themes that I have set. Now of course you will get also the same, like preview here and there before even applying, so you can choose whatever you want. And then if you're happy with the theme, press this Alt A. Then you will also get notification that is applied. Now let's go back to config.rasi. See here, it only have this single line, not a single line. There's no like a distance between them. So let's choose again another one, and that was a different theme now. So see, so Super Shift R, Super Control Shift R. Then let's take the, for example, other theme, apply it by Alt A. Then you will see it in here. The other one, Super Shift K again, search for themes, Then this one is only like a menu, so it's more like this waybar layout and waybar style. So super control R, then you will not get, this is the only downside, you will not get the preview or the preview function. But then this will also same like it does create only up to here, and then it will limit only to 10 lines. So you will, so let's say, let's choose this, and then again choose another one, choose another one, choose another one. See here, it only limiting this one, the config.rofi. So you will have this nice like comprise. You can easily see it will not clog your config.rofi. So that's the only downside. And the reason why I have created this separate Rofi theme selector or modified theme selector is because for some reason this Rofi theme selector on Arch Linux and Arch Linux only, I cannot apply the, or to accept this, I cannot accept this, I cannot apply the theme only in Arch Linux. It's working in Fedora, it's working in Gentoo, it's working in NixOS. I haven't tried it in OpenSUSE and Debian, but I'm sure that they both work, that they all work. But for some strange reason, now, at least for the past few days, it's not applying. So even though also the modified one, this modified that I made, I cannot also figure out as the reason why it's not applying. So that's the downside. So that's why I have created this Rofi menu with a selection, same like when you got the animation, or you got this waybar layout, waybar style, etc, etc. So that's why my reason why. So okay. And then for example, if you want to, if you have a different theme that you wanted and you have it, please put it in .config in your home folder, .config, Rofi, and then put it here on themes. Now for example here, if you modified something, so at least you will know. So same style as the waybar style, waybar layout, put it on this configs, but here put it on the themes. So let's say you wanted this style, you change something, you rename, let's say my Rofi config, and then let's say let's change it to, for example, let's change this to display drun. So let's just say test, for example, and then let's apply that quickly without the test. So it should show here, see my Rofi config. You can also actually force this search for it, and then you press enter. It's already applied. So now you see here, it applies automatically already. This is where you will play around on these Rofi themes, because these themes is putting this at theme here, and that's also what Rofi theme selector is doing. But of course, I cannot guarantee for these pre-made themes by the Rofi maintainer. I cannot guarantee that this is fully compatible because I have not modified, but it will work as intended. Okay, so now it's there. You could see it's fully compatible. The clipboard, the search function, for example, all that kind of things. All right, so that's about it. And then okay, so there's one thing also, an update on this current version now. I added a auto update, or not auto update function, but as an update notification if there's an update on my stats, on the KooL stats. So for example, I'd like to demonstrate to you now, since I'm doing a test. Of course, I reverted this, or I have the latest version. So let's say I change this to your version 2.3.9. Now that function actually is here. If you go up here, in this notification center, it will just pop up, or here. This is the update. This is for checking the KooL's update, if there's an update only. And then it will give you a notification that there's an update. And of course, you can update yes or no now. And if you click the update, it will clone the repo, the latest repo, and then it will run the copy.sh. So then you will go through that one. Don't worry, this update is not like a, let me just cancel that. This is not a keep running all the time in background, so it's not pinging all the time on my GitHub. And that was one of the violent reaction which I got from my Discord server when I showed them that this is my plan. They were saying, there's a lot of them, they were saying, oh, it needs to be like by choice, don't bother me again, all that kind of stuff, like a Windows update. And it's not. And it will only check the if there's an update. Now what it does is, let me just show you, let's run the Ranger and Beam, because then you will get the color coding. So script here, this is the KooL.'s update. So what it does is actually it checks only the version number of your dots and comparing it to the GitHub version. This version is, I showed you earlier here, this one. And then on my Hyprland dots, where is that? Hyprland dots, it's going to the here. This is on the hyper folder. So it's just comparing this. So it's like a ping. It's not a ping, not really a ping. It's using a curl. So it will sort out and then it will just give you the automatic update. Now, sorry, not automatic update, but a notification. And if you want it or not. So you can review the script here. It's called the KooL's update. Again, this is not auto running. It will only run if you click that button up here. Okay. Bonus, by the way, bonus for Arch Linux. Few days ago, I have actually added a Hyprland install. Now the function of this, now I'll just tell you first, it's on the Arch Hyprland assets and then Hyprland install. Now what it does do is this, it will offer you to install a Git version or the non-Git version. So let me just change this because I downloaded earlier. It's on the assets, ls, and then cd Hyprland install. So when you run it, it will offer you, you will be offered to install the Git version, Hyprland version, or non-Git. Now this is not really a, or this is kind of like I have said it like a nuclear option, not nuclear. The correct term is it will uninstall all the Hyprland packages which I set. Now let me just here, for example, just show you here. No. It will run first the uninstall. Now it will uninstall the normal package and then the Git packages, which this is way easier or way safer option, because then you will not run into dependency issues at all. And I've been using this on my Arch Linux. The negative thing though is, of course, it will uninstall and then it will re-download all the source, especially if you want to install the Git packages. And then, yeah. So that's the function of this. And I put it again, it's on the Arch Hyprland access. Now this is only for Arch Linux, because Arch Linux is like very hard to switch over, or you will always encounter an issue whenever you switch from Git to non-Git version of Hyprland. Alright, so there you have it. I hope you're happy with the new features and new updates. And for my next video, I am going to probably go through all the features of my dots so that all of you can be informed, because it seems like not all of you knows the hidden features. Anyway, if you're happy with my project, please consider subscribing and also giving a like on or stars on my GitHub. And I'll see you again next time. Take good care and bye now.